Good morning, Robert Simmons here with my morning drive thought of the day. I hope everybody's having a good day so far. It's a little rainy, so you can tell from my car studio that it's a little darker than normal, but hey, it works. Remember, it's not about being perfect. It's just about being consistent. My thought of the day as I was driving in was biographies. I love biographies. I love watching them on A&E when they come on TV. It really doesn't matter. You know, a band, a singer, a businessman, famous people. I love hearing people's stories. It's always interesting to me because most of us think about these rock stars, these singers, these successful businessmen and women, and we think, man, they've really had easy street living. But when you start listening to their story, you find out that they really had some tough times. They had lots of up and downs. In fact, they probably, for the most of them, they had way more downs than they had ups. So my thought for you today, have you ever thought about your life as a biography, as if somebody else is telling your story? Or maybe you're telling your story. Maybe you're writing your story. It's pretty interesting. Hey, maybe even put some music to it like a movie or something. But have you ever thought about your story? I don't think we pause long enough in this life to think about our story. If you look back on your life, and I encourage you sometime to put pen to paper and kind of break it out into pre-teens, your teens, 20s, 30s, 40s, however old you are, and think about the seasons. You know, we have different seasons in the world: spring, summer, winter, and fall. We also have those in our lives. You know, you have the spring, when things are blooming, when things are fresh, new, exciting things are happening. Then you have the summer of fun and everything's pretty mellow, straightforward, no ups, no downs, just having a good time, kind of like a bunch of kids out of school, no homework, nothing to do, life is really good. But then we have the fall seasons where there's some pruning to be done, some things die off, maybe we lose friendships, maybe we lose family members. Those are the times where things are a little uncertain. And then of course there's the winter where things are cold, they don't make sense, and you just kind of become a recluse, away from everybody, away from all the bad weather. Think about your life as seasons and say, you know, what season was I in? What was my experiences as a preteen, teen, in my 20s and 30s and so forth? And start to write out your story. And in that, here's the big question for you for the day is, what is that story and who's that story for? You see, our stories strengthen other people. No matter how good we've been at this thing called life, our stories, those seasons we go through, it's not just for us. Now, we grow through the bad seasons. We go through we grow through all seasons, but especially some of the bad ones. Those are some of the ones that strengthen us the best. So who are those seasons for? You know, we don't share our story. We don't share our biography. We don't put it on the big screen for other people to see, but so many people need to see our story and they need to hear our story. Because when individuals are going through tough times, the same tough times you went through and the same tough times I've gone through, and they find out that they're not the only ones, and they see you and me, that we made it through, well, it gives them strength. And let me tell you, even if you still struggle in an area of your life and you're still fighting a battle, when you start to share your story, not only does it strengthen other people, but it'll still strengthen you and make you stronger in that area of your life. So here's my challenge to you today. What's your story? What's your biography? What are those seasons? And what's the story? What's the strengthening moments? What's the strengthening part of those seasons that can help strengthen somebody else? Once you figure that out, maybe not even figure it out totally, but once you start to piece it together, find somebody to tell your story to. Share it with somebody. Those little, even the little bitty stories, the little bitty chapters of your life, share that with somebody. Somebody needs to hear it. Be transparent. Even if it's a tough story to tell it. Somebody needs to hear your story. Hope you have a great day. God bless. We'll see you next time.